Hey Tricky Twitcher, how you doing? welcome back, should I say, to the Blade of Echo channel. Sorry, I'm having a bit of an issue today with the, I don't know whether it's allergies or a cold or something. I don't know what's going on. Just chilling out, doing some space mining before Easter Mayhem kicks off in about an hour's time. There is a countdown on the website, and I closed the page again. Right, where is it? EU events, here we go. It is less than an hour now, just under 55 minutes to go. 55 minutes. How are you doing anyway? Had any good hits, Tricky? I assume you can hear me okay. I'm using a different streaming tool now. It's not quite there yet. Okay, I can hear myself, so it's all good. Can you hear the music? Yep, should be able to. Alright. So we're nearly done with this. C10. Holding off on spending, trip to save up. Okay, where are you off to? Somewhere nice, I hope. So some of you may have seen that recently I hit a nice half doing trucker caps again. Happened out of the blue. Where is it at? Here it is. I'll drop the link in the chat in just a sec. There we go. Right. Oh, you want Panellian spec, which is what the tide claws need. Oh, sorry, which needs the tide claws, should I say. So that link there was my recent decent half. And it's sad to say that the system has taken a huge amount of that back already. Just grinding, I can't really say mid-level mobs. I've been grinding a lot of level 86 Storm Drakes to try and get the Storm Drake pet, but it's I've got 3 pixels of progress bar after 2,000 kills, so, and every time I go out and hunt them I'm losing 500 peds, so it's been rough. It's been real rough, but we're gonna try some Easter Mayhem assault style when it drops. I have no idea what the instance is going to look like. Is it going to be the same? Is it going to be the same environment as the Molman one, or is it going to be a slightly new environment? We don't know. We're going to have to see. Yeah, I just participated in a dynamic event and got nothing for my trouble, so I've come up here just to while away. Well, I because I click nano cubes every now and then, EP4, and I built up a fair amount of explosives, so I thought I'd come up here and blast some rocks with it. Hey Jerry, how you doing? Yeah, it's just a off-the-cuff one, not very well organised. I just thought, you know what, we got the new style Easter Mayhem kicking off soon. I thought I might stream that for those that can't jump in straight away, and see how it looks, because we don't really know. But yeah, I'm feeling a little bit under the weather, which is why I'm not using the camera right now, and getting absolutely reamed for loot. Absolutely reamed. It's staggering, the amount. So I put a lot of ped into orders to tier up my gun, so that was like half the ped basically, almost. I've got nearly all of the diamonds, but the anti-magnetic oil I still don't have very much of. So if anyone's got any anti-mag sat in storage, or ferrum nuts, convert them. And I've got an order up. It's for 150%, which I thought was a fair rate, so I have managed to buy some at that rate, so I think it's just there's not that much of it about. I think that's the main problem, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm nearly done with the diamonds. Just waiting on a couple of auctions to end, but they've got long dates on them, unfortunately. Unless someone outbids me on them, and then I can, that releases the ped to buy other listings. 16 ped. Wow. Is that how this is going to go? Is it just more absolutely horrendous returns? There we go. Hey Zoplex, welcome to the stream. How do you like the Mayhem token update? You mean the update to the Mayhem instances? Or do you mean... Well, I'm not sure what you mean by that, to be honest. I mean, it pretty much seems like... It kind of feels like the same as the defense one, but for assault. Now, they released a new article on the future of Mayhem. Final restock of Unlimited. Tokens tradable for a period. See, I said to everyone, this is the swan song, when they started adding all those exceptional items, that they weren't going to do Unlimited anymore. So where's this article then? Because I haven't seen it. The one that says that they're not doing Unlimited anymore. Unless I just skipped over that. Maybe it was denial. maybe I scan read the article and denial kicked in. Oh, thank you. Right, when was this? Today? Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Crafting exceptional limited versions that consume items in the economy. These exceptional style items provide long-lasting items, but items that will ultimately expire. I believe this still provides meaningful incentive for many players to participate, whilst ensuring UL items do not become overabundant. It's not lost on us, it's a fundamental change. Process of change and restock. Yeah, I have not read this at all. Why was there... I feel like Did I just miss this? No, there's no official. Oh, okay. It's on EU News. Right, I missed it there. To be honest, I was just in that dynamic event, so I just wasn't really paying attention to Discord at all. Sorry, I can't see chat at the moment while I'm reading this. Between 29th of April and 27th of May, tokens will temporarily be made tradable. So they're not doing unlimited Mayhem armor anymore. What is going on with this? You should have been dislodged from camera. Why have you done that, you stupid game? Right. Like I would say the tack would have been, in my mind, to restrict or drop the UL items from the NPC, but control UL drops in the normal fashion, and they could only drop from in instance. Yeah, just at a, because obviously if lots of people grind Mayhem, lots of people end up ultimately getting, or a number of people end up getting rare tokens and a bunch of normal tokens. And then this is the problem, is that people are able to pull items from the vendor repeatedly again and again and again, and then this is adding too much to the thing. However, if you switch that on its head and said, well, you can get all this exceptional gear from the NPC, but in instance you can still loot Mayhem armor, and very, very, very rarely there'll be an unlimited item drop, that makes way more sense to me. But just to kind of drop unlimited altogether from Mayhem, I think that's a mistake. I don't know. It's too early to tell, but I think that might be a mistake. There is an abundance of unlimited items in a certain respect, yeah. That will change, fingers crossed, when the game moves to the Epic Store on Unreal Engine, and there should be a big influx of players. Yeah, and with the big influx of players, there'll be demand for unlimited items again. The problem is if you get a big influx of players and you don't change your loot engine to make it cheaper for people to play in the long term at all levels, those people will come in and then disappear again. This is the problem. This is what happens every single time something major changes. You get a big influx of people and then they go away again. If they release the game at this state in Epic Store, it's going to be a huge wasted marketing opportunity. Well, I mean, they can't release it like this because it's in CryEngine right now. The whole point of the Epic Store was that it was developed in UE5. No, I'm not talking about affordable UL. I'm talking about being able to just play the game in an affordable fashion. And I said this. I said this on Bear's stream, that basically what we're all fighting against right now is the bottom line. There's obviously so few of us at the moment that we're just getting reamed in order to keep MA afloat, because there's not enough people grinding, because people keep getting shafted on loot. And it's like, I don't want to go on and on about this again and again, because I feel like I do it every time I stream. But you can't give people progression and levels and expect them to not hunt at their level, and then also not expect to get decent loot at their level. It doesn't make any sense, right? I'm a level, well, I've just literally yesterday turned Great Grandmaster Laser Pistolier, and a couple of days ago ranged, or maybe a week ago, ranged Laser Great Grandmaster, right? So that's level 120. Most of the time I'm hunting level 60s to level 80s, somewhere in there, a lot of the time at the moment. And it's rough. It's rough as hell. But I know that if I crack out the Bukin and hunt punies or you know, puny-ish mobs, the situation is extremely different and very quickly. That's what doesn't make any sense to anyone that would come in to play this game and try and progress up, and then the minute they step up a level in terms of ped cycled, they get hurt badly. But this is the thing. You should use your 100 damage per second weapon to hunt 300 HP mobs. It doesn't... Like, what the really? No one wants that. No one wants to be... No one wants to build up all these skills, right? And then hunt the smallest thing they can with their big ass guns. It doesn't entice people. It's what drives a lot of people away, is that, you know, oh, okay, I get to this level, but I can't hunt at that level because every time I go out and hunt, I'm losing 500 ped. And it just doesn't make any sense to a lot of people. So this is going to be the crucial thing, right? When they, you know, get Unreal Engine sorted out, and then they start going down the Epic Store, being delivered down the Epic Store, there is going to be an influx. How big that influx is, don't know. That's really going to depend on decent marketing for the game when it hits the store. You know, decent trailers, decent cutscenes. But it's also going to depend on the experience that people have when they play the game for any defined period of time. And, you know, us diehards that have been playing this for 10, 15, 20 years are here because, well, we're kind of invested, right? The irony. You know, and if people are just going to get absolutely reamed the second they step up a level, it's not going to work and no one's going to stay. And that's what they need to fix, you know. You can't have people progressing skills-wise and then basically shafting them when they try and hunt things that their skills allow them to hunt. It doesn't make any sense. And, you know, I think the main reason for it is just to fuel high loot variance, in terms of, you know, dropping decent hoffs on a regular basis. I think in the old days I didn't really see what the problem was with not dropping ATHs every other week. Do you know what I mean? It was like, it was fine because an ATH, when it dropped, it was like, it was a big deal. Everyone revered it. Now an ATH drops, it's like, oh, it's another ATH that I've paid into. Do you know what I mean? It's a different take because it's happening so regularly and everyone's losing so badly to support it. And that really needs to change. You want materials to have an actual use. Yeah. Yeah, I think one of the big problems there is the R Matrix series. The R Matrix series is badly designed because they break too quick. So everyone tries their damnedest to get unlimited items. So they don't have to use our matrix that break every 5 seconds, that are being charged for at like 20, 30, 40% and more in certain cases, right? No one wants to be in that cycle where they're overpaying for a weapon that breaks after 3 hunts. So our matrix design is a problem, and they try bolstering it by adding more things that you have to buy and pay markup on, namely absorbers. And the absorbers don't do that good a job. 20% is nothing when you've got an item that breaks in 3 hunts. You want 80% to fix that problem. And so everyone does their damnedest to move away from our matrix as soon as they possibly can, which ties into the other problem. There's too much unlimited stuff around. There is a way to deal with that, and they've done it before. The only problem is that the way they've done it before has been at too low a level. Well, the previous incarnation was tiering, right? You had to offer up two weapons or 2 items to get one next level tier item, right? But that didn't work because it had a success rate and you could fail. It also doesn't work because a tier 2, taking a mod merc as an example, because we know those have had failed to tier up in the past, which is a huge cost, right? A tier 2 mod merc is not worth 2 mod mercs, right? So none of that made any sense, and quite why people even tried it is beyond me. It just was crazy. So the system they've moved to now is much better for tiering. But the other mechanism that they've done is the upgrades for like I think it's very specifically the EP41 military. You have to offer up 2 of those to get 1 adjusted, right? And that's a very, very easy and quick way to reduce the total number of unlimited items in the loot pool, or in the community. Because the second you start saying you can enhance your weapons, right? Let's for instance say they had an enhancing system, right, where you could add like buffs to your weapon, right? For instance, let's just take my EP70 for instance, right? I could buff that gun, right? But the NPC would want to take my gun, and it would also need some other weapon or weapons to feed into it, and then I could buff that gun with, for instance, like arsonistic, right? Burn damage over time. right? So as I shoot it, it applies burn damage over time, a bit more like how a flamethrower works, right? But in order to make the gun do that, it would have to... A 22 pedal, wow. Really showing us the loot here, aren't they? You would have to accept some other items to sacrifice in order to do that. And those items would need to be relevant to the amount of buff, probably relevant to the type of buff. For instance, if you were adding like a burn over time arsonistic kind of effect, then realistically you'd be sacrificing, I don't know, unlimited flamethrowers or something, right? If there are many of those, you know, to sacrifice. In the same way, if you wanted to add a freezing effect which slows a mob down and also does cold damage, then you probably have to offer up, you know, unlimited Mind Force chips, you know, what are they called? The cold ones. I can't even remember the name of them at the minute. Whatever they're called, you'd have to offer that up. And what you do is with these different things, you then end up sacrificing a bunch of unlimited stuff, and it reduces stuff in the community. Oh, you got to go? Okay. Cheers for stopping by, Jerry. I really appreciate that. Have a good day. Oh, you might be back. Okay. Well, let us know if you are. But yeah, there's a very easy way to deal with a plethora of unlimited items, and that's, you know, to offer, you know, upgrade paths that require the sacrifice of other unlimited items. It's a surefire way of doing it. It's tried and tested. It's been done to death almost, and it addresses the problem. It addresses the problem, and you can adjust the kind of availability of these things, right? So let's say you get a big influx of players, right? And then you invariably, what happens with a big influx of players is a bunch more of unlimited stuff starts dropping because there's headroom for it, so to speak. And then if the player kind of numbers kind of peel back a little bit or a lot, whatever happens, what you can do is then just drop a couple more upgrade missions that have bigger requirements that need a lot more items, and then you take those items back out of the community. So there's ways of dealing with it. They just need to do it. They just need to they need to have the design for it, you know, the ideas around how to upgrade weapons and what to do with them, to justify the input costs and all the rest of it. So there is a way. Whether they'll do any of that, I don't know, because you know, who's listening? No idea. I'll probably put everyone to sleep anyway, right? Right, how much time we got left till this thing kicks off? 26. Just over 26 minutes. I'm not sure how long these things are taking me to destroy at the moment. So maybe we can do this one. Maybe we can do 2. I'll play it by ear. It doesn't matter if I don't hit it the second everyone else does. What, there's the new ring? Huh? See people talking about a new ring. Maybe 2, maybe. We'll see. This is a really low TIR Sindri 2, so I'm not going to be getting any damage enhancers on it soon, I think, so it might take me a little bit too long. We'll see. How you doing, Ziz? Let me look at EL, because I'm seeing chat around... new rings, and I don't know what that's all about. Oh, 75 pedal theirs is. Nice. Better than what I've been getting. Right, discos. There's no discoveries. The oh, I get it. I get it. Someone's asking if we've seen the new Easter ring yet. And it has not been updated. So yeah, the Easter ring is still showing the 24. It's not been updated. But Tsunade saying it has been updated. The Easter Strongbox on at 1 o'clock. Yeah. Yeah, that's if it's on time. See if it's on time. Zoplex, what are you referring to? What is this? The Easter ring? But basically, there's this page here, which tells us what's in the box for Easter, but it hasn't been updated yet, and won't be until, as Ziz pointed out, till 1 o'clock UTC, which is in 20 minutes or so. Where is it? 22 minutes. But that's if they do update it on time, because in the past it's not happened right away, so we shall see. Yeah, I think I might be able to get through another one. Yeah, I really need to get to what level? What is it? 30? Oh damn! I can't see now because I put the vehicle in storage. Yeah, I'm on the Sindri 2s at the moment. Am I in the SIB on the Chamrosh? No, I'm outside the SIB on the Chamrosh. I'm still in the SIB on the Sindri 2. You blame slow hamsters. They ate all the peds. Who ate all the peds? Who ate all the peds? Somebody posted Easter 25 ring on PCF, but it could be a fake image, probably. Have you got a link? And welcome, Star Tracer. Unless it's in the auction already. Is anyone near an auction? Can check the orders available list. Because it might be in there already. It shouldn't be, but it might be. And if you find it, please send me a link. Get crit. Thank you. Let's have a look at this. Oh, you know what's happened there? It looks like a legit left hand critical strike chance. Nah, that can't be right. Is this image fake? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. It's heavily JPEG'd. There's a lot of smudging. There's a lot of smudging. And what's the other one look like? Open a new. Nah. Let me just double check this. Oh no, there's a lot of smudging on the original too. So I guess what's happened there is someone's found the image. Let me check on that. 2025. Yep, the image is live on the website. Well, that critical strike trance. What does that even mean? That's not. Have they renamed that buff? Increased critical chance 2%. This is. I don't get it. It's basically the Easter 22 ring, but for the left hand instead of the right. Unless they're trolling us. unless that's a troll image. It looks like a meh ring. Deary me. Deary me. Wow. Thank you, Meadow, for checking. Yeah, no, it's just the images on the website. Wow. I hope that's a I really hope that's a troll image. Wow. I mean, we're taking unlimited items away from the Mayhem vendor, and we're also going to give you a rubbish ring, and you can't F-spam instance anymore. I mean, do they not want people doing Mayhem anymore? I feel like they've gone too far. Isn't it better than 23? At least it is for the left hand. Well, I mean, yes, it's better than the previous variant, which was the right hand. But there were, you know, there is a use for it because you can get left hand reloaders. So it's not like it's completely rubbish anyway. But yeah, it's a pretty meh ring. But I just find it a bit of a troll that they've basically copy pasted the same ring and just changed which hand it's on. Yeah, it's 22, I think. I did run one of those for quite a while. You know, it's if you don't have the budget for a decent ring, it's a cheap ring and it ups your DPP. So, you know, it's better than having no ring. Let's put it that way. But it's not giving much incentive for people, is it? I think, you know, it just seems to me that the main purpose of the Easter Strongbox is just for Easter eggs. But we don't even know if they're changing that. You remember last year, they removed them from the boxes. They thought that was a good idea. That didn't turn out to work, did it? So, but they could try that again this year. Who knows? Who knows? And global 74 ped. And we're going to accept that. Right, what's our timing here? 12 minutes. Can we find an X in 12 minutes and get it done? Is that one? Yep, we found one. Nice and quick. Oh god, the gun's... Look at that gun. What's it doing? Looks like the quad's trying to take a pee in first thing in the morning. That's a guy's reference, that one, you know. But the Easter egg lasts longer. No, the Easter egg is more than the candy cane. Way more. Well, not way. Well, it's 14% over 10%, right? So that's more. And it also has a bunch of other buffs. So. Yeah, 10%. Thank you, Ziz. I keep meaning to get them out of storage. I somehow managed to merge them all into there and forgot to grab them again. Look, 14% reload on the egg, 10% on the candy cane. Then you get 70% regen, and then you got crit damage 14%. And 2% crit chance, 1% crit chance over here. So the candy cane is crap by comparison to the Easter egg. But then if you've got nothing else, the candy cane's great, right? But the Easter egg is way better. I still think, you know, why can't we put like 7, maybe even 8 candy canes in a refiner and get a 60-minute one? Why can't we do that? This having to pop them every bloody 10 minutes is ridiculous. So annoying. I've never taken Easter egg. Your avatar literally got diabetes from candy cane munching. Did you... Is it... is your avatar afflicted with the round shape? You want the same stuff for this 10% 1 hour 1 hour skill pills? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, sorry, it took me a while to get what you were saying there. The skill pills, yeah. Yeah, I've got so many of those. I mean, I guess, to be honest, I should just be popping those left, right and centre, right? When I, you know, don't have the bigger ones, but I just forget about them because I dump them at the bottom of my storage because I've got so many of them, and then I don't think about them. But I should be popping them. You have them with you and you still forget to do it. I think the other thing, they're not tradable, are they? So, I mean, I'd like to be able to just sell them. I'm sure a whole bunch of newbies would buy them for a few, you know, for a ped or two. Like a stack of, maybe, I don't know. How much would you charge for a stack of 100? Or a stack of 10? Yeah, I mean, something like that, Ziz, would be great, but there's... I just don't think they would go for something like that, which is why when I'm talking about the candy cane, being able to refine more of them than is an hour's worth into an hour's worth is something they could go for, because they're not really losing anything and they're only gaining by reducing them from the population, right? They only gain from that because people can't then use them, because the 1 or 2 extra that you lose to refine to make the hour-long one are gone. But yeah, I would love to see that. I would love to see refining candy canes into longer ones, and I would love to see us to be able to, you know, refine 10%ers into 15%ers. that last 10 hours. So you offer up you offer up, I don't know, 15 of them to turn them into 15 percenters or something. I don't know. $11% for the 10 hour, 10%. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but 10%. The problem with the 10% pills is there are so many of them, and it's such a. The 10% is not a very big buff compared to the 30% and the 50% and the 100%. So I think if you're going to do that kind of thing for the 10%er, what am I doing? I'm space mining Zoplex. I'm shooting an asteroid. When we've done this asteroid, I'm going to head back to the planet and we're going to start doing Easter Mayhem. It's not live yet. 4 minutes. 4 minutes. So yeah, I don't think I'm killing this thing in. I don't think I'm killing this defenseless rock in 4 minutes, but we'll see. Can I? Did this tear up? Don't think it did. No. Yeah, when we've killed this defenseless rock, we're going to head back to Cali and then get started with Easter Mayhem. Yeah, I mean, you know, to have the choice to be able to add 6 and make a 5 hour, or add 12 and make a 10 hour, or add 13 and make a 10 hour, whatever, you know, whatever works. I don't think people are going to quibble about dumping a couple of 10%ers to get a longer pill. But I think it would be nicer if you could maybe even add a few more and then get a better buff. 15%. That would be great. But right now, candy canes, I've got thousands of them, and I can't be bothered with them because 10 minutes is no time at all. Everyone knows what a grind this game is, and you have to keep stopping to pop pills or candy canes. It's actually a massive inconvenience. And yeah, first world problems and all the rest of it, but it's exactly that reason why I don't use them. It just annoys the shit out of me. Having to stop shooting, pop a thing, back to shooting. It's why I don't really like using arsenistic chips, because I don't like having to stop the shooting, because there's too much lag. There's too much lag between stopping one tool, changing tool, kicking that off, changing tool again, and then starting that one again. It takes too long. Like, if there was no switch tool delay, it would be fine. And in the old days, switching tools was a lot quicker. But there were problems and bugs, and to combat those bugs, they added the delay. And so now it takes ages to switch between tools. You know, you used to be able to have challenging fights with mobs. Like overnight, mobs that you used to be able to hunt with a bit of a challenge, because you would have to shoot, switch to FAP, switch back, shoot. Overnight, certain mobs you couldn't do anymore because there was so much delay added that you couldn't switch over to the heal tool quick enough and then back to the weapon quick enough. So it just made it infeasible to hunt certain mobs. I mean, arguably, you know, shouldn't be hunting that particular mob if that's, you know, if it's that much of a struggle, right? But, you know, horses for courses. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you get the could not execute. You don't see the could not execute because it's not in the log file. It's just displayed on the screen, which is annoying as hell. And you miss it a lot of the time because the red just blends into everything else a lot of the time. Also depends what you do. If you do a lot of planet jumping, you lose a lot of the effect to travel time. Yes, yeah. Yeah, I mean that's a bit more of a planning thing, really. I tend to not like to stop if I've got a pill running, but you can't always do that. Right, it is the time, but we still haven't killed this thing. There's the tier. Right, let's tier this up and get a bit of extra DPS even. Where is it? T1. Help us do it a little bit quicker. Alright, once we've killed this rock, we'll head back down. It's going to take us a bit of time to fly back. I imagine the vendor's going to get cleared out pretty quick. Come on, hurry up, Rock. Have you got a mechanism to pause a buff? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I see where you're coming from, and to be honest, yeah, to be able to do that would be good, especially when you've paid a lot of money for a buff. Do you know what I mean? Because these 15 milligrams are expensive, right? So being able to pause them is good. The only way to really pause them is to log out, right? You know, and if you're warping somewhere else, then yeah, you need to log out and do that mechanism. But there's still a lot of faff time. They should auto stop when you're in an outpost area, but then you can't control, because like you can pop buffs for crafting as well, right? Isn't there? You can do something while you're crafting. Does skill gain work for crafting? I think it does, doesn't it? Does the craft machine get any quicker if you do a reload pill? I can't remember whether it does or doesn't. You didn't check. What, the reload or the skills? Bear with me. Torek W, thank you for the follow. For some reason, I couldn't hear that through. Why couldn't I hear that through this thing? Did you guys hear anything? Reload doesn't work on crafting machines. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I thought it used to work. Here we go. We're nearly done here. And it was another pile of dung. Another pile of dung loot. What a surprise. What a surprise. Well, Mayhem hasn't actually gone live. Or has it? It says global instances, but nothing's there. Okay. This is going to be a bit of an F stream, isn't it? Let me close the UI and back. Nothing there. Site is updated. Oh god. Well, it just says the same time still. The time is gone, but it still says the same time. The ring has been updated. Yep, it's definitely that image. Wow. Wow, it wasn't a troll. Okay. Just wow. But Mayhem has not gone live. Just checking the Cali listing, just to make sure it hasn't gone in there, but I can't see. I can see a couple of event areas, but Ola's, LA's, no, nothing there. Back to global, nothing there. Nothing. Right? Been extended 2 weeks for people to grind for nothing on account of a several minute delay. Servers slowly starting, hamsters are slow. Okay. Boop. Did we get any tailings? 38 ped. Right, let's go and cash those in. Oh, I can't. Oh, damn it! I left my scripts back. I've only got one here. I'll have to do that later. Damn it! I forgot about that. Right. Le Mega Bolt. Right. Where's it at? Oh, God. I think the problem I'm having at the moment is both of my M.2 drives are pretty full, and this game is just taking forever to load these days. So I think either they're having a problem or they're just too full. It's still not there, guys. Nope, it's still not there. Okay. Let's dump that there. Let's open that. Throw that in there. That one in there. And we'll deal with those later. Right, how much ammo have I got? I don't even know what damage these things are going to be doing, right? Because you know, they've changed. What ammo do I buy? Because like it's 1500. Let's get some blip as well, because I could be using a lot of blip. I don't know, but I could be. Is it up yet? Nope. We don't have to just enter. I mean, it's supposed to be universe wide, right? So it's too much. So annoying, I can't loot those things. Right. Let's detach that one. And what we'll have to do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope, not that. This. I don't really know what config is going to be best here, to be honest. Now, if it's anything like the Molman one, doing a bit of range is going to help, which could mean I'm going to be using the ML a bit more. But these ELMs are probably far too much money. It's 240 bed. I just don't like dumping that much markup on a limited item that isn't going to last that long at the end of the day. Let's quickly pop down to Twin, see if the vendor's going to get an update or not. I haven't seen anyone say anything, to be honest. Right. Wait. See, look, it's just this loading. It's messed up. Kirby's. Right, let's get rid of that one for now. Let's just spam them all. Right, what have we got? What have we got? Kirby's, I'm not going to be doing that. Thorium Mail, can't be bothered with that. Maphoids, not interested in that. Combustors, nope. Alyssines, nope. Not interested in any of those. Thank you very much. Okay, look at this. Really? Get out of the way. Come on, move. Look at this. Really? Nothing here. Everyone's waiting. But these all want rares and I don't have any rares. So I'm not going to be sitting here waiting for this to update because I just don't have any stuff. There's, I don't think there's anything. Did they say they were going to do like one last thing, or is there? Oh, there's a BP 130. What's 2 rares? There's a bunch of He-Dot Mayhems. Again, they each want rares. There's some adjusted. No improved, no modified, no org, no perf. There's some armor. Gloves and harness is always the same. Gloves and harness. So there's 8 harness for M, 33 for gloves, 32 F harnesses and 42 F gloves. Just check BP's amount. Yeah, we'll get there. I'm just having a look down the main list. There's no absorbers. So what? They're not going to do any unlimited absorbers anymore either. Like, really? Is there really that many of those that we can't have any more? Look at all that dynamic gameplay going on. High octane vendor camping. I feel like now's the moment to pop one of those big creature pills, right? So what's this? Trauma Amp 1 wants a rare and 21,000 normals. Again, none of this I can do because I don't have any rares because the damn thing won't give me any damn rares anymore. There's one there. There's a Mayhem Amp 3, 1 rare, 26,000 tokens. There's 2 Trauma Amp 4s, 2 Trauma Amp 5s, and then we get the Mind Force ones. There's 2 1s, 1 2 3, sorry, 2 3s, 8 4s, 2 5s, and I get how unclear that all sounds. There's 9 nano blades, no mod nanos. There's 9 female coats, 14 male coats. Someone actually pulled the first one of those recently. 1 Trauma Amp 6. They should have done vendor specific to Avatar. What, to stop people from getting again and again and again? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, I couldn't agree more with that. 4 Mark 1 precision scopes. Again, 1 rare token. But they want 45,000 normal Mayhems. 10 MC Matrix Mark 1s. No one wants those, really. No LP 120 perfs. There's 2 P30s. There's no P50s. There's no amps. There's 1 Mayhem ring. No perfected Azuros. There's 4 Endblade Mayhems. Has someone pulled one of those already or not? I don't think any of those have been pulled yet, have they? Discos, Endblade. No, I'm not seeing it. It has not been pulled yet. Unless, you know, unless it didn't off. But I guess there's only ever been 4 available. Limited. So, nothing. All nothing. Nothing, nothing. Just a vast sea of nothingness. Blueprints. I wish I could just select down there and then use my cursor key, but no, we can't. We have to click things with the mouse. There are no blueprints yet. Blah 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 blah. So there's an exceptional RDA combat end blade. Interesting. So it's like what, 4,000 tokens, 4,400 for one click, and then each click is more mayhem tokens. Look, 400 per click on this one. So, hey, there it is. It's up. It is up. It is up. Let's get out of here. Right. I don't know what armor. We're doing for this, but we're gonna go. We're gonna go in. Just check we're still live. Yeah. Sorry, I couldn't see chat there. Thanks, Liz. I'm gonna jump in. Let's do it. Let's do it. Mayhem Assault. Let's see what we're in for. Go through the ravine gauntlet. Defeat the boss within a stage's time threshold. Doing so completes the stage, which gives rewards and unlocks the next. You can complete the instance if the threshold is missed. But then no rewards will be given for that stage. Destroy robots and objectives to continue to the next area. To deal damage to the boss, you must kill the robots around it, which will lower the defense shield pillars, which remove the protection on the boss when destroyed. At certain health thresholds, the boss regains its protection. So that's pretty much the same as the Molman thing. But let's just go in. Register. Yeah, let's go. Let's pop pills. It's the it. Okay. This looks the same. It looks like the same thing. Do not abandon this mission. Okay. Right, let's pop in. And like I said, I don't know what. Choose stage 1. Thank you. Let's go. Oh god, I've got the wrong thing up. There we go. Right, where's the mobs? I can't. Oh, there's one. Oh, it's eviscerate. Well, died quick. I need an auto loot. Right, assault eviscerators. What damage are they doing? Are they going to be just Easter Mayhem? Easter Annihilation ones, right? Is it just going to be that set? Right, what do I need to do? Do I need to jump in this thing? Ah. Irradiated. Right, so the debuff is irradiated, and these things remove the buff. Get wrecked. Obviously, this is really easy. Let's get unirradiated. Right, am I missing stuff? Because like we had other buffs, do you remember? In the other one. You know, like alacrity and stuff like that. But I'm not seeing any... Ah, here we go. Security node. I didn't see any down there. Okay, well that's just a security node. So that's just for the door, I guess. There's another one there. We destroyed that door. Let's get unirradiated. I'm still not seeing any buffs. Am I just being blind? Or are there not any buffs? Ah, here we go. Here's a buff. Might, vulnerability. Okay. Ah, here we go. Proxy. Alacrity. Yes, thank you. We like that one. We like that one. So it's essentially the same thing. It's just a little bit, you know, a few assets have been changed. You know, to give it the robot theme. That way is blocked like the last time. So we have to go up this way. There's no hidden thing in here. Oh, God, I almost didn't make that. Because last time, I think there was a hidden thing over there. I could be wrong. Ooh. I'll explore that next time. Unless it's over this way. Don't think it is this one. Yeah, it's not this one. There's no node in there. Just looking for more nodes. Here's one. Might, 3%. Another proxy there. Precision, Fury, Stiffness. I'm going to re-roll that. I don't like the stiffness. Precision, we take that. Thank you very much. Right, is there... Continue. It says continue, but I can't. So I'm missing something. Up here? There we go. Security node. Is there another buff around here somewhere? Oh, hello. Easy. Let's get debuffed first. So yeah, it's pretty much the same as the Molman thing. Like I say, just a couple of assets have changed. Right, what's this thing here? Vulnerability, damaged. Oh, okay, did I accept that? I don't remember accepting vulnerability. Haste, thank you. Okay. Is there a node in there? Nope. None up there. Oh, hi guys. Welcome to the party. Why did they just... They did that in the Molman one. They just die randomly there. I don't know why. Let's get D debuffed. I do not remember taking vulnerability, but obviously wasn't paying attention. Right, is there a thing up here? No, no. Nothing here. There's one there. Precision, thank you. We like it. There's one here. Precision again. Awesome. We're going to be critting like crazy. there. Precision again. Down for it. Okay. Another proxy. We don't want that one. We don't want that one. Oh, yes, I did. I do remember taking it now. Now that I see it written there like that, I remember taking it. Oh. See, last time it was the crystals that you shoot, but not this time. Get wrecked. Is there one up there? No. Let's run. Let's go. Resistant. Decreased damage taken. I'll take that one. I probably could have rolled for something else. So, yeah, replace the Molman with the Warlock. Does the same kind of thing, though. We got Fury. Thank you. Can I damage him? No. Why am I walking funny? Let's get all my loot. Security node. Security node. That's deflected? Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. So I've got to kill a bunch first. There we go. Okay. And he's dead. Got an Easter strongbox. Oh, I missed the trooper. Okay. I was going to take that trooper, but the disable the field. I'm already done. What's it talking about? But I killed the boss, and then the mini boss disappeared. Might vulnerability reroll. Might. It's going to completely disappear now. What did we get on this one? Might again. It's another one. No, there isn't another one. Anyway, let's get out of here and do stage 2. Yeah, let's jump back in. Let's go. Twin Peaks. It's a bit delayed, isn't it? Right. Am I missing anything here? Let's get get rid of the debuff. Let's go up this way. Let's take out the security node, and then deal with all these chumps. Okay. Nothing here. Where that secret was like resistance. Okay, I'll take that. I think it was around here, but there's no way to get up there this time. I can't I don't think you can get up there. No. So there's obviously no secret up there this time. And we've got alacrity. That's reload speed. Okay. Is there anything else in here? Don't think so. Oh, God, I hate that. You know, you just sidestep or whatever and it just goes mad. Just catapults you. You can jump all the way over there, but like, is there any point to it? Or is it just to avoid the mobs? This is something I hate about CryEngine. Look at that. You see this a lot in CryEngine stuff. Like, what is going on with that texture? What the hell? It's awful. Okay. There should be another one just here, I think. Nope, there isn't one. Get wrecked. Do it. Might. Security node. Another node up there. Obviously, these lower levels are like super easy, but we'll find precision. Thank you. We'll find one that's the right fit for my level, my gear. Alacrity again. Get this loot. Ooh, he did not spot that. Maybe maybe one pops up in there. Maybe. We'll have to check that out. Nothing over there. We got what is this? It's just the slowdown, isn't it? The shield is actually stopping me from hovering over. Or maybe it's not. Maybe it's the fact that I'm debuffing. And it keeps updating. 13% slowdown. Okay. Running simulator. You hate this format. Well, everyone hates people just F-spamming and getting all the rare tokens, but now not only can they not do that, but they can't even get stuff for their tokens. So it's like a double lose. Ah, there's one there. Okay, we don't want vulnerability. Resistance is not futile. Okay. Did you not play the assault last time round? The Molman one. There's one there. Don't want vulnerability. Precision though, we'll take. One up there. Oh god, the shield gets in the way. Haste, yeah, we'll have that. There's one up there, is there? Nope. So we've got a security node here. And another one there. Is there one up here? Yep, there's one up here. Thank you. Alacrity. Thank you. Can we get a rare token out of one of these? You didn't? Oh, okay. So this is all kind of new to you then. Fury. It's nice when you get like a loads of stack of like precision. It's very fun, that. Don't bore me. No, don't want your vulnerability. Fury, I'll take. Reflecting already. The later bosses get a bit more fun. You know, a lot more HP. A bit more of a challenge. See, I like the format, but I'm only going to like it if I actually start to see some rare tokens drop, and then I can actually redeem tokens for stuff. If I'm just going to be doing this again and again, and I'm not going to get any rares like I did last time, then what's the point? Okay, all right. So you can actually. Oh, there's a trooper. Get dead, trooper. I mean, is it only the boss that can drop the tokens? Who knows? All right, we didn't take more buffs again, but there we go. We got Mayhem token. That's from the instance, I guess. Easter Strong box. Still no rares. Let's go again. Oh, is that Peter Pet 94er? Thank you for the follow. Sorry, I missed that earlier. It's a Megging Yord. Megging Yord? Megging Yord? I don't know. How are you supposed to say that? Stage 3, go. Run, 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 run. Tank. Yeah. El Tanko. So that shield will block your shots, so just bear that in mind. Later levels. When you're in it, it's not much of a shield, you're still vulnerable, but you can't shoot out of it, so seems fair. Oh, there's one on top, look. What's he doing there? I don't see any buffs. I don't think there are any until this point, is there? Let's get in here. Right. Let's get in the habit of clearing the buffs, even though, you know, strictly speaking, we don't really need it at these low levels. But it's like muscle memory. First buff, resistant. Fury. Yeah, cannot shoot through that. Okay, it could be a buff in there. Nope. because it's lumpy, you kind of you fall into the trap of falling from one part of it to the next, and then you can't jump. Yeah, you can't mount that on there. And that's apathy, we don't want that. Precision, totally. Let's just go this way. All the way down there. Right, there's no buff in there. Let's get rid of this. The red. There we go. Run. Okay. Let's go. Don't think there's any more buffs in there. No, we don't want vulnerability. Precision, we do. Re-rolling can go bad. We've been lucky so far that every time we've done a re-roll, it's gone like precision, mainly. Die. Yeah, there's a proxy up there. Might. No buff in there. Like in the later levels, you can adjust your strat. Haste. Like use more of the kind of ramparts and stuff to help yourself. But then you kind of... The other problem you get is you get more and more irradiated the more you're up on those parts. Proxy. No, not that. This. Alacrity. Let's debuff again. So like, if they cross through the shield, you're alright. You can't shoot through the shield. See? Oh, that worked. Oh, maybe I was talking nonsense then. Alright, maybe I was just not aiming. Resistant. Reroll. Might. So, like, you don't have to kill all the mobs around them to be able to actually kill the boss. But I think it probably lowers your DPP if you do that. You're adding resistance, I think. Like, he's mad on it. As soon as I come around that corner, he's on me. And if you die, you fail, right? So, shoot him. We're already seeing a lot more HP now. Straight away. Resistant. Shoot. Shoot. 7. Like 6. But like you don't 5. You don't actually need to wait for that at the moment, but I think in the later levels it's probably going to be a bit more of a problem. There's a buff there. Might. There's one here. I think sometimes they spawned after as well. Sometimes. In the last one. Let's get... We've got 27 of the slowdown at the moment. That's not good. Now there was a... No, he's still shooting me. We get used to the tactic. There was a point where you could sit and it would stop him from shooting at you. No buff there. Right, that's fully deflected now. Shoot that one. Look how much I need to put into that. Why was it? That was killing me. Right, boss is dead. We've got some output amps there. Double hit of Mayhem tokens. The rewards are on the website if you want to check it out. We got Easter robot progression. I'm already like max rank on this. Where are we at? Easter. There it is. So I'm not sure how much we gained on that. It won't be much at this level. Repeat. Whatever it is. Sorry, there's no fishing here yet. Don't think it's shield, but just showing a debuff point. Yeah. I thought it was shielding because I tried to shoot some mobs through it a few times and then it wouldn't let me. Right, I think if I take manual control, I can shoot through it fine. But like if I was to aim and press F now, nothing would happen. It would make me run to it, but we didn't even target that one. I'm pointing directly at it. I think, you know what I think it is? I think it's the pattern. Like if you get it on the actual purple, I think it blocks you. Is there a... Oh, there's a dude up there. Come to Papa. Yeah, there isn't anything up here, is there? Yeah, manual shoot, it's fine. Yeah. I am getting them fine. It just every now and then when the purple's like crossing over at the wrong moment, it stops the shot. Resistance, Proxy, Fury. Right, there's a pod up there. I think typically if the one back there is filled, this one doesn't tend to be, so nothing in there. Double check, because sometimes they late load. Got a proxy here. Precision. There's one. Might. Yeah, everything's just a little bit too easy at the moment. Might. Nothing there. Alacrity. See if there's one around the corner here. Yep. Precision again. I like it. I mean, I've had ones where I've had so much precision that I've literally been critting every other shot. It's mental. Why are you no dead? Alacrity again. Haste. Not that one. Alacrity. Oh, I see. Ah, okay. You clear all the mobs, then you get a timer on his debuff, and then he'll spawn a bunch more mobs, because it did say about that. I think that's slightly different to last time. Alacrity again. Nope. Yep. Got precision there. Precision again. I like it. I like it. So the more of these mobs you kill, the less requirement there is to shoot on these things. So it says 5 on there now. And then there's nothing on there, and it's one shot. Now he's deflecting. How many in there? 10 more mobs, you see? But you can... I think that's what was maybe different in the last one, is you had to kill 10 mobs. Whereas this one, there's kind of a shortcut. If you don't mind like shooting the extra to get rid of the security node, might... see, there's still 6 mobs on that. What's it saying now? 2. Now, I don't know how much of that is going to play a part in the later stages, to be honest. Like, am I going to want to shortcut it a lot more? probably, but we'll see. It also depends on, like, is it going to screw you on the shrapnel? To be honest, is it giving me shrapnel? I need to check. This is instead of annihilation. Yes, that's right. It's only got 3 on it. Yeah, it does give me shrapnel, so it doesn't really matter. It's not like those things are going to drop me any tokens or anything, is it? So you might as well do them as early as you can. There we go, he's dead. More tokens, Easter Strongbox, some progress, not much though. No res, still. But we're only on stage 3. Let's go in for stage 4. And we've crashed. Awesome stuff. Awesome. We have crashed. I'm going to have to wait a minute now. Thankfully, the screen is... Why are you seeing that owned thing there? You shouldn't be seeing that at all. I'm going to have to look into that. Have any rares dropped yet? I haven't been paying attention, to be honest. I'm doing my own thing, right? Oh god, still logged in. Come on. Do you like the new ring? Does anyone like the new ring? I mean, it's better than the 22 Easter, which is the same thing, but for the right hand, because being on the right hand sucked. So it's better than that one, but only by a slight margin. So it should be like 3k. What's the other one going for now? I thought it was much lower, like 1500 to 2000 now. You know, given I think 3k can get you the Easter 24, I think less than 3k, to be honest. So, yeah, crashing. Stage 5. And now, oh, hang on, you can't see. Right. Powered by owned. It's not. What's it doing? Oh, God. Really? I don't think this new streaming tool is working very well if I've got to dick around like this. I wanted to try it out because it's got some cool stuff on it. Which you won't see because I'm not using my camera today, but it's got some cool stuff for like transitions and stuff. But it can't handle when a game changes its window title. It's a bit dumb like that, unfortunately, and they've still not fixed it, even though I raised it as an issue. So yeah, I'm not having much trouble shooting through this thing now. It just every now and then it was stopping me. Just finished day one. It was actually kind of fun. Definitely not bottable. Resistance. Might. Yeah, definitely not bottable. Problem is the effort to reward ratio. Well, if you saw last year, Stan got so many rare tokens just camping this, the Molman one. I think the rewards might be there, but it depends whether they've dulled down the amount of token drops compared to then. So we'll have to see. But I didn't loot any rare tokens. The amount, you know, I went through it a few times, right? I went through it a few times, but didn't manage to loot any rares. And to be honest, if I don't loot any rares this year, you know, running through this again repeatedly, then I'm probably not going to do it again because I'm getting sick and tired of not getting stuff. You know, like I try and go after certain things and just stuff won't drop. Like if I'm trying to, you know, find Penellians, pristines, and like other people seem to be able to drop them left, right, and center. And you know, I have to spend 10,000 ped before I see one. I just don't get it. It's not like I don't have any skills or whatever, is it? There he is, the man himself. You got 14 rares. I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy. Alacrity. Precision. I want all precision. Come on, give me an all precision run because they're fun. They are fun. Get over here. Oh, God, crit? Really? I mean, I am taking precision, so I can't really complain, but still. Is there one in there? No. I don't know if one ever appears in there. I don't remember doing that one last time. No, I don't want that. There we go. Alacrity. There's debuff. There's one there. Fury. If you isolate a new format only, maybe yes, maybe, but when you consider that some people have hundreds of thousands of cheat tokens stockpiled from botting, yeah, well, I mean, there's no more unlimited, so that's it, we're done. They can pull all the exceptional limiteds they want. So whatever's left in the NPC, precision again. Whatever's left in the NPC, I think is it. Like, I don't think they said they would fill it one more time. I think they said that was it. Right, let's do this right this time. I killed the security node before I finished finding all these proxies. Resistance is not fetal. So yeah, if you don't kill this boss quick enough, then you're going to get a reload of the defending mobs. If you're coming in and only doing this format, you'll never be able to get a pull over the botters. Yeah, but they're making the tokens tradable. I imagine a lot of the botters are probably just going to sell their tokens at this point, if I'm honest. But I don't know, maybe not. We'll see. I need to debuff. I've been too busy running around. Precision. Get out of the way. I don't really need to worry about it. It's not doing much damage. Last time I didn't have an ML35, so having some range is helpful this time. It's just a shame it's not higher DPS. And, you know, to a point I'm kind of sad I don't have an adjusted ML. I mean, there is a case for the not adjusted ML, but in this particular case, I could do with the extra DPS. Interesting. Just gonna debuff. The silly thing is I get more crits with the ML35 than I do with my LP70. What's that all about? Why does that happen? Actually, is there any more proxies around? There we go. One more, I think. One more and we've got him. Nope. There's one over there. Fury. And he's down. So I'm just catching up with the chat here. Right there with you, Blade. I cycle nowhere near what you do, so I expect less naturally, but the odd time I do spend a fair amount, I get nothing. It's really disheartening. Yeah, it is. And then you see the same people getting the same thing again and again and again and again. You're like, what the f am I doing wrong here? It must be something I'm doing, right? It's my fault. Right? Stage 6. Right, the boss is definitely feeling like, you know, tougher. It's got more HP now, so these mobs are still too easy though. So I think probably around stage 10, 11, 12, somewhere around there is probably going to be my sweet spot for my DPS and gear. You said you could go up there. Naughty Elvises. Now obviously, on stage 10, 11, 12, I'm not going to be able to YOLO it around like I am at the moment, so... But the question is what damage types are these guys going to be doing? I imagine it's probably the same as the Easter Annihilation ones, but yeah, they did say there would be a period where they become tradable for final refill. Yeah, that's right. So, no, I don't want that. Precision. Give it. Fury. Can't shoot. There you go. See, that's what I mean. There's sometimes those shields, or whatever they are, field. Let's call them a field, right? Sometimes the fields stop the shooting. Oh, we got double buffed in here. Might. RNG. Well, yeah. I mean, look. The thing is, right? You defeat RNG with extreme repetition. Yeah? And yet, with extreme repetition, still don't get the stuff. I mean, it could all change with this new format. Because obviously, you know, I tried to spend a lot of time in that, but also spend a lot of time doing the other, you know, the standard one. So, you know, could I have spent more time in here? Yes. Yeah. I could have done what standard and stayed in here the entire Mayhem. And that would have been the play, really. It was the play. But now, I don't know. We'll have to see. I haven't got the I haven't got Global's chat up at the minute. So this guy doesn't spawn with defenders, but he will spawn defenders, I guess, when that shield thing runs out. Might? Yeah, you've always joked they are the chosen one. Yeah. I mean, you know, something's up. Something's up, because you know, there's some people that just continually get 5-digit offs, and it's like, I'm doing the same things. What's going on? Why am I using that gun? See, look. Why did they die? Why? This one's almost always there. Might. Haste. Yeah, I mean, I cycle a fair amount. Is it as much as some of the usual suspects? Probably not. But is it a million miles away from the usual suspects? No, it's not. So Anyway, I'm not really in a place to complain, am I? Because I got that 25k off recently, so, you know, but I've been doing those Storm Drakes and it's been absolutely horrendous. Alacrity. Absolutely horrendous. Every 1000 ped run resulted in about, well, sorry, 1200 ped run, because I was taking 200 ped of blip ammo with me as well, right? Was resulting in 500 ped loss. So, like, what the hell is that all about? See, the difference with the Trooper versus the Molmans were throwing projectiles that you could actually dodge if you run around, but the Troopers are obviously, you know, they target you and that's it. It's RNG whether they hit you or not. Whereas you could actually, you know, avoid the orbs. So there's a little bit difference on those mini bosses, Fury. Reroll. Alacrity. It's always sketchy when you do a double reroll. You never know what the last one's going to be. And then you're stuck with the kind of low effort one. You get like a 1% instead. Kind of booby prize. Get this guy. Reroll. We'll take the mite. Go make a cup of tea hunting. Yeah, roots are a bit like that. Queue one up, then go and make a cuppa. Shoot. See, now the bosses are getting a bit chunky. Okay, we're getting slowed down too much now. Let's debuff a bit. Dodge the orbs. Look at him dancing in the background. Oh, my buffs wore off. Okay. Okay, this was not the right time for that to happen. In the boss room. Ow. Right. I need to get some more pills as well. Change. Yeah, the troopers are getting chunkier, and we get a global 56 ped. Right, where's the security node? Right, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say it once. I don't think the debuff is working. Where's the nodes? Oh, there's one. Iconic ML35, absolutely. So, no rare still. Come on. Oh, God. Right, I'm not going to bother with those. No one's buying the blooming Shogun thighs. Run, 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 run. Oh, we're out of ammo. Okay. So we've got 36 Mokins so far. Oh no, I got actual ammo. Oh, that's fine. Do you know what? I would like. I don't know. I've touched on this before. I think I would like to see. I don't know. Maybe this is an unpopular opinion. I'd like to be able to just buy uni ammo rather than weapon cells and blip ammo, synth mind essence. I just want to be able to buy uni ammo. Rather than have to faff around with it all the time. With the exception of explosive projectiles, because obviously they're different and there's a purpose to that. So they're making like 15 damage on me now. 18. This is adjusted Vigi with 6 A's on. So there's no electric, which typically is the other component for these mobs. So I don't really know what the right armor is right now. At some point I probably need to do some plate testing. How did I miss that? Uni ammo gives the worst return. I don't think it matters. I spend most of my time on uni ammo. I don't. Well, maybe that's the reason then, right? Maybe that's why I'm getting such trash loot a lot of the time. Almost fumbled that then. Right. Jump. Right. Oh, come on. Why is it always targeting the one behind? Stop it. Right, let's re-roll that. Alacrity. Where'd he go? There's two of them there. Getting chunkier. They are getting chunkier. What are we getting now? Resistance. Resistant again. I'm resistant again. Okay. Oh, that one's not in there for a change. That is atypical. And not in there either. Fury. Resistant. Oh, okay. Right. Right, ignore me about the debuff. I thought it was a different thing. The debuff has changed. In the last one, it would slow you down. It would slow your reload speed down. They've changed it now, and it's all about healing and damage taken. So, interesting. I thought, is it not working? Actually, there's another one up there, isn't there? Probably been missing that one a bit. Reroll. Haste. So like in these early levels where the mobs are a bit low, it doesn't really matter about the debuff at all. You know, depending on your armor. Whether you've got any lifesteal and whatnot. But obviously as the levels progress, it's going to be more and more important to debuff. Debuff, even. Okay. Might. Might take a little bit off now, to be honest, because in the boss area things might get a bit funky. What stage are we on now? Is it 6? Okay, precision. Fury. Shoot. Yeah, that I'm not a big fan of. Like, he's got no line of sight, so how did he know where to throw the balls? Do you know what I mean? Like, if I duck to, duck behind cover, I should be in cover, not still findable. If you do a little side steppy jump, he tends to throw them out at kind of the same time or within a very short space of time. So most of them will just land in the same spot, roughly. As you can see, we're dealing with a lot more HP now. Let's find the next security node. There it is. Now we could see some more changes as we move up the stages, but I don't know. Well, let's get rid of this guy first because I don't want him to disappear. Deflecting now. Now, I am YOLOing it a bit. Let's heal. Okay, there we're seeing the pinch on the heel. The balls aren't, you know, much bother at the moment. Right, where's the... Oh, we got another thing here. Haste. Where's the next node? Oh, it's over there. I see it. Gotcha. Oh no. Let's get this trooper. Still no rare. There we go. And we got the cosmetic. The first cosmetic there. Stage 8 was that? It says stage 8 up here. I don't know. Have I really done up to stage 8? Just gonna let things load a minute before I click the button. I can't move. Oh, is it this dialogue that's doing it? I can't do anything while this dialogue is up. Alright. Back in. Hopefully it doesn't crash. Oh, hang on. There we go. Right. Stage A? Oh, okay, so it's telling me the next one. So we just did stage 7. That's what we've done. It was just telling me the next one. Okay, that was confusing me. I'm going to make a conscious effort to stay undebuffed as much as I can now, because I need to get into that habit. Yeah, I think one of the things I probably dislike about this format is the delta of HP between the instance mobs and the bosses. Because like if you're running actual Mayhem, like the old one, Annihilation, then you chose the level of the mob, right? And you could choose the amount of HP you were dealing with per mob, and therefore govern, you know, your cost to kill and your loot potential, basically. Whereas this, there's a huge difference between the mobs and the bosses. You know, which is not great. Because it means that if you're grinding a level of mob that you like to grind, it means the bosses are like staggeringly more chunky, and the instance is probably a lot more difficult. Anyone seen new loot from Mayhem? No, I don't think so. What was that saying? Oh, healing decreased. Right. Let's get rid of the debuff. Did I check that? Nothing in there. Okay. Anything over here? Nope. We need to go and get to the debuff node. I dislike that you can't get any tokens and you need to be a top 10 player just to have a chance to do it all. You don't have to, like to do stage, what was it go up to? I forget what the maximum stage is. Haste. Oh god, no. Oh no, no, no. Oh my god, it's not even giving me precision there. Um, 25. You can hardly do stage 15. Are you up to 15 already? Or are you talking about the old Molman one? Are you going off to Bear? No, but I know how hard this... Yeah, but... Yeah... It's slightly different because the debuff isn't a slowdown anymore, resistance. The debuff isn't a slowdown, it's a heal debuff. Which I think may play out a little bit differently at the higher levels. But yeah, it's not going to be easy to do all of it. And I don't know that really... You know, it's not really mandatory for everyone to try and complete it all. I mean, it's obviously not. Because it's not possible for everyone to complete it all. Whereas if you picked a track before, you could complete the track and all the rest of it. It's just not like that anymore. Like, I'm not particularly bothered that I can't go all the way to level 25. It doesn't bother me. Because, you know, I'm not missing out on some super immense reward at that level. As far as I'm aware. There's no rare token, is there? It's just cosmetics. Yeah, but I mean, the grind thing was opening itself to botting, so that's what they're defeating with this, right? At the end of the day. You know, everyone was complaining about all the botting, so they do something about the botting, and then everyone's complaining about what they've done to combat the botting. So, it's like, tell me you wanted to get botting players banned without telling me you wanted to get botting players banned, right? Well, like I say, it's if I'm not going to see any rare tokens, then I doubt I will be continuing doing this, because you know, I wasn't getting any rare tokens the standard way, and last time I did this I didn't get any rare tokens, and that's, you know, that's one of the main things about doing Mayhem, is to get the rare tokens and be able to pull rewards. The rewards aren't there really, not anymore, because the unlimited stuff's being pulled. You know, you can't get unlimited stuff, or you know, whatever's left in the vendor is it, right? So if that's the case, then you know, the idea is that you're going for these exceptional items, but if it's going to be too difficult to get these exceptional items because you can't ever get any rare tokens, then there's no point in doing it. So yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen any rares yet. I didn't see any rares last time I did this. Other people did. Other people spent a lot more time in here than I did, so... Trying to debuff. Right, let's get that node. Get you some damage. Deflecting now. I'm just saying this format will destroy Mayhem. Jiggy getting 600 tokens, yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm just seeing what's what at the end of the day, and you know, if I don't get the drops like everyone else seems to be able to, or not everyone else, but other people seem to be able to all the time, then there's no point. There's literally no point. So we'll see. You like the new format, it's fun, but I'm not going to compete against bot resources. Well, they're not restocking the vendor, so whatever's left in the... Oh, hang on. Shooting that, and he's already deflecting. They're not restocking, they said, so... Yeah, whatever's left is left, and that's it, right? In terms of unlimited stuff. So, you know, whatever bot resources people have, isn't really going to count for an awful lot. So I imagine we'll probably see some folks pull those RDI swords at some point. Given the tokens are going to be tradable as well. Goodness knows how much the tokens are going to go for, right? That's going to be the real question. What are they going to be worth initially? Because, you know, they're going to be worth something because someone's going to try and pull the remaining stuff, right? But then after they've all gone, they're not going to be worth an awful lot, are they? It's okay to restock, people. No tokens. Yeah. Yeah, no tokens in mobs. Well, we're already at stage 8 and not seeing anything yet, so... I don't know what the sweet spot's going to be for me. I think I got to like 12 last time, and then it started getting really difficult with the debuffs. And the reload debuff was savage. There's the trooper. Well, yeah, I don't understand why there's still no track, right? Because you could still award points for completing the stages and then still give people the track. Yeah, which, you know, provides some focus. And then, you know, with some predetermined inevitable loot at the or reward at the end of it, right? So yeah, I get your point, totally. Resistant. I mean, I don't know what the damage is, but I'm not doing too bad. Where's the next node? Amp drop? Huh? Sorry, what? You ain't getting 1k doing this. 1k normal tokens, you mean? There it is. Is there a trooper around somewhere? Boxes will have better prices. It should attract people who avoid mayhems. Yeah, I don't know what the answer is at the moment. I think, like, something had to be done. I don't know. I feel like it's gone too far to completely get rid of unlimited stuff. And I was saying at the start of the stream, I think, you know, I think the way to handle it is to reintroduce unlimited stuff, but as rare drops in the normal fashion, you know, instead of token rewards. And then they control it with, you know, the loot engine rather than, you know, botters being able to constantly get all the stuff. That's the way that I think would be the way to keep it enticing for people. You know, while also combating the bots. But I mean, like I said at the beginning of the stream, at the end of the day, we just don't have enough players to keep dropping unlimited items all the time. We just don't. $44. Okay, stage 9 is getting a bit testy. $44 damage then. So we'll see how this goes. The ring kind of sucks. I mean, yeah, that's the other thing. Is like the ring is kind of when there's no unlimited stuff to go for in the actual mayhem itself. The ring is kind of garbage, really, as an incentive. So I don't know. I really don't know. There's one right there. Stop targeting the mobs at the back. What is this targeting thing doing these days? Yeah, I mean the juxtaposition to the whole paying markup on the items is that the whole point of this is that it's supposed to be allowing you a vehicle to get a decent limited item without paying markup because you grind for it. But obviously you've got to grind for it and get the rare token or get enough tokens to be able to pull pull stuff. Pull the blueprints, right? Sorry, I'm trying to gather my thoughts there. Right? But the problem is, like, how... I've got 69 Mokens right now. 69. And we've been... How long have we been doing this? Let's go debuff for a bit. What did we get there? Output nano adjuster mark 1s. I've got something. I don't remember seeing that. Well, I didn't see that. Okay, we've debuffed. Yeah, 69 tokens. And we've been... Oh God, what time? It was past 1 o'clock when we got in, and it's 3 o'clock now. Oh no. Precision. Yeah, we like that. So we've been nearly 2 hours at this, right? And I've got 69 tokens to show for it. That's not going to work, is it? Yeah, the reward to effort ratio is definitely off. Like, the amount of tokens we're getting for completing stages and killing the boss is nothing. It's just nothing. It's not enough. Like, orders of magnitude not enough. Like, each boss should be dropping like 200 tokens or something like that to make it worth the effort. Or 100 tokens at least. Or scaled to obviously the level of the boss, right? Yeah, I mean, I was kind of coming into this open-minded and just wanted to see how it would run. But 69 tokens for 2 hours effort with no track for extra reward of tokens. I'm not seeing the point. It's literally going to take, like, it would take probably, what is it, 4,000 tokens to pull a blueprint one click, and then it's like 400 tokens on the click, or maybe more or maybe less depending on the blueprint, right? So you're into 5,000 tokens straight away depending on the blueprint, right? 5,000 tokens, and in 2 hours I've gotten 69. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing the point. And that's just one click. You know, there's no way you're getting a guaranteed success with one click, right? So you need at least 5 clicks, probably 10, to kind of ensure you can make something. You know, unless they're funky BPs that have a really high success rate, which, you know, is unlikely. Might. I did get that one, didn't I? I think the main problem with this format, in my opinion, at this early stage, and my opinion will probably change over time, is that the main problem is that these mobs here don't drop tokens. That's the problem. Talking specifically about the economy of tokens, right? And the fact that this is it now. This is how we do Mayhem, right? The main problem is that the standard mobs in here do not drop tokens. That is a problem. The mini bosses don't seem to drop tokens. Like, what's that all about? So yeah. So not talking about unlimited items, limited items, all that kind of stuff, incentives. Just looking purely at the change in format and the amount of tokens that are dropping. It's just not enough. It's not enough tokens. Haste. Let's get D debuffed. Maybe they did it temporary. Well, they added this temporarily, but the Molman version during last Mayhem. Was it last Mayhem? I think it was last Mayhem. You know, so we got a taster of how this thing runs. Was it during summer, was it? I thought it was during a normal Mayhem. Precision, thank you. Okay. Did that wrong. There we go. Security, no, please. We've got a proxy over there. Look at that. See? He's wall hacking. Wall hacking. Scumbag. trick with those is to move at the last moment so that most of the orbs go in the same spot. So I'm trying to keep up with chat here, but obviously there's a lot going on for me. I like this format. It's not that, but it's only this in defense. It's not enough. I think you're totally right that the fact that there's no track is a problem. So I'm totally on board with what you're saying there, Lucky. The standard Mayhem is no good because of botting, right? And it's the botting that has ruined the whole in-game economy, really, because it's basically people have farmed unlimited items to death. And it's not just the botters that are at fault for that, it's Mindark for allowing it to happen for so long. You know, without addressing it. And they're just like, oh, we'll just add more unlimited items, we're making loads of money off it. And that's the problem. So the format needed to change to combat the botting, right? But this format is not dropping enough tokens. That's a problem. We got a 59 peda. What the hell? Shooting the security node hurts me. What the... What is that all about? Hey, Kat. Oh, thank you for the raid. Sorry, I'm using a different streaming tool. Thank you for the raid. And I'm not getting all the notifications coming through. So I can't hear when things are happening. So thank you for the follow. I'm not sure if anyone else is hearing them either. Because if I can't hear them, then I'm wondering if you guys can hear them. But thank you so much for the raid. What have you been up to? Did you try the... have you been trying the new Mayhem? But welcome to all the raiders. Alacrity. See, there are places you can sit where you're kind of semi-protected. Like, I don't think he can get a drop shot right here. No, he's actually getting drop shots on me. But some, like, if you can get him to do it so he hits those columns. Yeah, the boxes are shooting me back. The security nodes. If you don't clear the mobs properly, the security nodes bite back. Resistance. We need it. Daily missions on NI. Getting your not a tokens. Okay. Yeah, see, this is where I need to really be careful now because the instance is getting so much harder. And I need to debuff more now. Okay. Oh, get crit. Love it. Oh, we must have a fair amount of precision now. Alright, he's deflecting again. Yeah, I need to figure out the armor though, because Vigi adjusted 6As isn't it? I don't know. I don't know. Is it a reflection or is it doing its own damage? I really don't know. Cut, stab, elect. Most important. Yeah, I mean, I assume they were the same as the old... What the hell? He predicted where I was going then. Testy. Right, I'm going to get to that node there. Like, you don't get, obviously, the reflect damage if you know, kill enough mobs, right? Oh my god. The first orb was, like, miles off from the rest. Right, need a security node. There's one. So we're having a set of actual Mayhem armor would be handy, but sadly don't have. Well, we got a 500 pedder on the Warlock. We'll take that. Very nice. And we also got some Mayhem Shin Guards FL. Bargain. That ended up nice. Bear with me. Huh? Oh, I did click the replay, didn't I? Sorry. Right, stage 10. Right. What? Let me try the Gorgon for a minute. Let me see if the Gorgon helps. Zagonfly, thank you for the follow. The Pirate 619, thank you for the follow. Okay, we don't have much buff left, so we need to get this done as quickly as we can. Alright, I don't know how much protection I'm going to have with the Gorgon. Deflected. Defense. You need burn plate on Gorgon. I don't really want to use my electric plates because I'm saving those for the Storm Drakes. Although it's questionable whether I'll carry on with those, the amount of loss I'm having on them. They're ridiculous. Because of the warriors. Yeah, this is the only problem with the Gorgon is that, like, it's great armor, but no, it doesn't really suit any Mayhem, I don't think. It's like, this one's electric. Obviously the Merry Mayhem is cold. Halloween. I suppose there is acid, isn't there, in the Halloween one? Or maybe there isn't. I'm not really sure. Or is it cold again, or is it burn? I'm not really sure. Can't remember now. Acid and electric. Yeah. So the fact that there's electric again is a problem. Well, I said this earlier. I need to do some plate testing and just see what's what. We got Fury there. It might like the new Gorgon plates. I haven't got a full set yet, and I'd probably like to get them upgraded a bit as well. I'd like some Hazen, to be honest, but I can't really stretch to it. No more red dots. Why can't I use the follower only emotes? I don't know. Try a Control Shift R. Fury. Unless you don't have 7, I think you might need or whatever it's called, 7 TV add-on. I'm not sure. Although there's not many, and I think Bella made them, so they're not 7 TV ones. Most of them aren't, anyway. I think Kesha made a load, actually. 24 pedal. Also, Blade, I don't know if you missed it, but I hit a 13k watt. Oh, yeah, I think I heard on Bear's stream. Congrats on the big one. Very, very nice. What was that then, multi? Do you know? Alacrity. There's no proxy there. There you go. They got it with the refresh. Looked like one was 29-30 ped kill. This dropped 13k, so at 26 ped it's a 500 times. Nice. Very nice. Well, I'm glad you hit something decent anyway. Was it a warrior elite then, was it? With that kind of kill. Exterminator, wow, okay. I'm playing with the big boys. Right, we've run out of buff. I'm not sure how this is going to go because I don't have any more pills on me. Whoops. Right, we might not do this one, guys. My DPS is going to be significantly dropped. You try commanders, but take too long to kill. Yeah. Well, thankfully we can crutch on the armor a bit, so. Get out of the way of each other. Got no concept of personal boundaries, have they? Right, one of them's got to die soon. There we go. Auto loot ran out as well. Well, it's nice to see a bit of limited gear drop already. I mean, that has to be said. That is weird. It's like if you kill a particular mob, a whole bunch of others just auto die. What is that all about? It did that last time with the Molmans. Might. No, hang on. Debuff. Debuff more. You can't see. He's getting. Look at that. Look at that. He's getting that out there straight away. Can't say anything about the render. We hit 1,000 followers, folks. Hey, I'm Nathan. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. You tipped us over the line there. Thank you very much. We hit 1,000 followers. Awesome. Anyway, welcome to the stream, Socrates. Hope you're well. I'm not going to talk about the vendor. We've already talked about it. But what I will say is the standard mobs in here need to drop tokens. That's all I'm going to say. Alright, I'm going to pop a loot pill because that's getting annoying. Because they don't... They're just on top of you the whole time, and it's like you can't pick the loot up easily, so I'm just going to auto it. A treason you attention whore. Haste 5%. Notice me, come on. Yeah, I need more pills. Oh yeah. Right, I hope the boss section isn't too much of a pain without any pills. I thought I might get this one done before they ran out, but obviously not. Resistance. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit in here. Maybe... Is he shooting through the stuff? I mean, it looks like he's trying, but is he actually taking a shot? Because not only have these mobs got wall hacks, but they actually can shoot through the walls. See, you've made a Treaser happy now. Okay, run. Run, run, run. What are we going to get now? Alacrity. It was nice to get that crit spam on the previous round. That was really nice. Okay. There's one. Resistant. That's helpful. Helpful when you're doing the higher stages. Eight. Seven. Oh, look at that. 6. I need to debuff. 5. Just don't want to start throwing these things while I'm in there, because I want to be able to retreat into there. Oh, come on. Should have died with that last shot. Right, where are we at now? 4. I think that's easy. Being locked in on the mob is not helpful in here. So when you get to about 4 mobs left on the node, it's kind of easy, so nothing to worry about. But higher than that, it seems to do the reflect damage. Like completely new tokens. What's this? Sorry. We'll add some new guns to vendor for new Mayhem tokens. I think we're going to see. I personally think we're probably going to see a lot of change over the coming Mayhems. You know, as things change and adapt. I don't know. That's just my guess. You see that? The crystals help. Where are you going? Why are you going over there? It was a straight line. Why are you going over there? What are you doing? Okay, I need to get into the thing. That's a nice spot there, because he quite often hits the crystals. I don't know though, inventing a new economy, token economy is the answer, to be honest. I don't see the point of that. There's already the tokens, you know, you could just change what you can get for them, and they've already done that by adding, you know, the blueprints and changing the exceptionals to need rares. I need to do this security node. Just want to debuff a bit. Look at that. He knew I was going to try and sidestep it, so he threw one out to the side. There's a node. It's not quite done enough, so it's doing damage to me. It's doing reflect. The economy is cooked. We need loot 3.0. Yeah. I mean, I already talked about all of that. I don't really want to go over it yet again. We are where we are because of reasons. I mean, presumably these troopers are doing... Oh god, he got me, he got me. Thankfully they don't do like slow or anything, those orbs. Come on. because of raisins. Sun-dried raisins. Yeah, I mean, it's just, at the moment, it's like whatever I do is kind of rough. He's not shooting. That's good. Get rid of this trooper. I imagine the higher levels, it's going to be a bit trickier to do this kind of thing with having a bunch of them chasing me, because they're going to be doing a lot more damage. So I just don't know where. I don't know where I'm going to max out in terms of stages. At the moment, this is feeling kind of okay. It's not feeling particularly difficult, as long as I keep on my toes. Look at that. Predicted where I would go. Right, we are debuffed, so get out. It does not help that I did not bring enough pills. What's this at? Not enough. Okay. Is there? Is that good? No, it's not. Ah. No, that's not good because they go straight through that one. No. Right, let's get some respite. And go. Run, 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 run. Add, not replace. I don't think we need another, thing. I think the rando mobs in here need to drop tokens as well as just the boss. The mini bosses don't seem to drop any tokens either, which seems wrong to me. To be able to get roughly 5,000 per click of those blueprints is going to take just a monumental effort. It's just not going to be worth. It's not going to be worth the runs, right? Because obviously, you don't always make profit when you run through here, right? I got lucky on that last one with the 500 peda, but that's an exception to the rule, right? So it's costing you money to grind this. Oh, God. And it's not going to be worth doing it if you're not getting enough tokens. And after 2 hours, we've got 83 tokens so far. So is that on par with the previous things? I don't think it is, because then you've got the track as well that you get more. Oh, this isn't helpful, is it? you got the track as well, which gave token bonuses as well, and we don't have the track. And I think the track could still work in this guise. You just need to change it to, you know, numbers of bosses completed or something like that, or progress of TT value of bosses killed or something like that, to help drive forward the progress on the track. But obviously, you know, that's another change, which, you know, maybe someone thought about, maybe they didn't think about. It's yet another change that would need to have happened and tested. Right, I think I've got another stage to do here. One thing you can say, because it was said in the announcement, is to highlight that this is clearly a transitional period. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what I was saying. We can clearly make out that this isn't the end of the changes, and, you know, there's going to be more stuff coming. Oh, we got him. Okay. Okay. Still no rares. And I'm not sure how many we got there. What did we get this time? What was this? Stage 9? Stage 10. We just did stage 10. We got 10 Mayhem tokens and 5 Mayhem tokens. So 15 in total for stage 10. Okay. Right. Well, I think, you know, I've gone through that enough. We did hit a 500 peda. We got some limited Mayhem arms. F those, so they're going to be going on the auction. Say no to that. You know, it's pretty much the same thing as the Molman one, obviously with a few asset changes in instance, and also the debuff is different. The debuff in the old one was actually one that slowed your reload speed down. This one actually decreases your heal and increases incoming damage, which I think I prefer. I prefer that, because the reload one was painful. If you got debuffed so much, it was really, really painful. Whether it in the long run is easier or harder than, or the same as the current debuff, I don't really know. I think the proof will be in, you know, how far I can get up the stages. You know, we're already at coming into stage 11. And I think I topped out at stage 12 last time, and it did start getting a bit tricky there. But to be honest, I didn't have the, I don't think I had the Gorgon at that time. So yeah, it must have been before Christmas. So yeah. So the Gorgon is helping in there. But whether it will continue to help moving forward, I'm not really sure. But yeah, I mean, it just from the runs that I've done so far, I've got 98 tokens for just over 2 hours worth of Mayhem grind. There's no track bonus, so, you know, I'm under where I would be, I think, after a certain point, right? So, like, if I was to pick up Regilite track, it'd be another 300 tokens when I completed stage 1, and at this point right now I'll probably be about, I don't know, about 20%, 30% through stage 1 of Regilite, maybe a bit less than that. So yeah, it's really it's a big question mark about the token drops and how much we get. Probably that's something that's going to be under a lot of kind of scrutiny and adjustment moving forward, but we'll see. We'll definitely see. But I think the main thing for me is like the rare tokens. I can't seem to get them. I haven't done, you know, I've never looted a rare token in Mayhem. the 2 rare tokens I've had came from boxes. And I haven't been getting them from the boxes either lately, although I have been opening a lot less boxes. So, yeah. If I'm not seeing any rare tokens, then that's another kind of, well, what's the point kind of thing for me, really. But I'm going to give it a bit more effort and see what happens. You know, hopefully we get something, but I shall wait and see. But anyway, I think we're going to call it there, because I think Bear is probably streaming already. We'll probably swing by Monsignor Bear. So I want to say a big thank you to everyone for watching this afternoon and watching the kind of early Mayhem content. And I want to say also a big thank you to everyone that followed today and took us over the 1,000 follower threshold. Massive effort. Thank you to everyone that's subscribed or followed over the years to get us to this point, and hopefully we continue on up. Yeah, that's going to be it from me, guys. Thank you again, everyone, for watching, and we're going to raid over to Sir Bear right now. Bye-bye for now.